I want to leave my mark on this world and leave it knowing that I made a difference, that I did my part in making it a better place for those left in it. Hello, my fellow veterans and friends. Thank you for visiting. I'm Greg Gagne, a 76-year-old disabled Blue Water Navy veteran of the Vietnam era. Due to my disabilities and being involved with the VA, my eyes were open to the fact that the VA had programs and processes that veterans are not even aware of, especially the younger veterans. Because of my disabilities, I have become aware as to how the VA process health claims. And it can get very frustrating dealing with the VA, I know, because of my own health issues with the VA. So, I made it my mission to try to make a difference in the lives of veterans and their families by creating a tax-exempt nonprofit organization called Veterans Corner in 2015. All expenses incurred has been paid through personal funds. For me, I want to participate in the game of life instead of sitting on the sidelines. In making that difference, I need your help to share the content and bring awareness to our veterans through your family, your friends, your neighbors, and veterans as well. I hope the information that I'm sharing will inspire you to join me to make that difference. Topic for today, the Veterans Disability Law. The Veterans Disability Law is complex and really hard to navigate by yourself. So, what is the Veterans Disability Law? It's a promise made to veterans. Your service-connected disability entitles you to compensation from the federal government as long as you are not dishonorably discharged from the service. Congress has passed laws that were veteran-friendly, but the Department of Veteran Affairs' interpretation usually was not favorable towards veterans. Personally, I know how difficult it can be when dealing with the VA, especially when you're dealing with a disability claim. The VA makes you jump through hoops with all their requirements and documentation which needs to be submitted. Because of the hoops, many veterans just gave up, especially the Vietnam veterans. During the last 40 years, the VA has been plagued with all kinds of problems. Finally, in a report dated April 14, 2014, revealed that veterans were waiting to get scheduled, and approximately 40 had died just waiting for the health care from the Phoenix healthcare system. That one report created an awareness with the American public that forced the VA to change their operations on how they give health care services to our veterans. Even with the new improvements, more needs to be done. Upon entering the military, we were issued documents that we signed, which became a part of our military service records. Those records were filed and kept by the branch of the military. Despite all the records kept and issued to veterans during their military service, the VA looks to the disabled veteran to apply for and submit evidence as part of their disability claim. By law, it's the veteran's responsibility. Repeat, it's the veteran's responsibility to have those records in their possession when submitting a claim to the VA for disability. Now, those documents will help the VA to obtain evidence that the veterans does not have. Question: why don't the VA have access to our military records? It's a federal agency, right? Well, during my research, and to my surprise, I found out that the VA and the military health system is different and they are separate. Can you imagine that? The VA system is part of the Department of Veteran Affairs, and the military system is overseen by the Department of Defense. I was 23 years of age when I left the Navy. From what I remember of the paperwork that I received upon separation, which was relevant, was the DT-214. Well, upon filing my claim, I submitted the DT-214 as evidence, and the VA said that that was not enough for approval. Can you imagine that? Well, I had to go dig up information, documents from hospitals and doctors that I've seen over the years just to prove that I was eligible for disability compensation, which doesn't make sense, but that's what happened. Well, that was my first delay I encountered with the VA. I contacted a veteran counselor who worked with me on my claim, and it was back and forth with the VA. There was always some document that I didn't have. The best advice is to seek and work with a veteran counselor or a certified VA attorney in your area. They will help and guide you through the maze of the VA system. The best thing about veteran counselors, the services they provide are free to all veterans. So never give up, my friends. Now, when filing a claim for VA compensation, there is no time limit for filing a claim. Reason being, you may have gotten injured or hurt while you were in the service, and it may take years before your disability appears. That is why the veteran is entitled to bring a claim long after they left the service. Also, a veteran has the right to reopen a claim that has already been denied by the Department of Veteran Affairs. In order to get another shot at proving their claim, all a veteran needs to do is produce new material evidence, showing that their claim should be granted. And of course, we would like to get this done as soon as possible. Or, how can we expedite the VA disability claim? Well, when sick and injured during active duty, you may be eligible for veteran benefits. The VA benefits process can be very difficult and frustrating, as I've said before. Because of the VA process, frustration may occur when the veteran is under stress and hardship. Understand, you can expect to wait on the VA because the average claims processing time is approximately 125 days or 4 months. Now, the VA will acknowledge that your claim has been received and that really depends upon how you file. 1. Online, they will respond when you complete the submitted application. 2. By mail, you can expect in approximately 1 to 2 weeks. 3. If you use e-benefits, you're sure to see in about 1 hour. Now, there are several factors in play. The most important ones are 1. The type of claim you file. 2. The number and the complexity of the injuries you claim. 3. How long the VA takes to complete evidence gathering. 4. Reviewing the medical information of your disability. Now, a veteran service representative will review your disability claim. The VA will move forward if no additional evidence for processing is required. My friends, if you deem the information that I'm sharing with veterans is relevant, spread the word to your family, your friends, your neighbors, and veterans, of course. Again, I hope that the topic today will entice and inspire you to join me in making that difference. If you would like to be a part of this adventure in making that difference, just click the Patreon link for more information. My friends, thank you, take care, be safe, and God bless America.